rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Stay tuned for Nationals baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen,
next,
your Washington Nationals.
Patrick Corbin is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
And stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway in our nation's capital as the first pitch is looked at for ball 1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, we'll look at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Into the box now, Lou Brock. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
In now, Michael Lee, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 1-0 home. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Right fielder looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
Into the box, Mark McGuire. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Left fielder looking up. At To track the wall. Gone. Back-to-back homers. So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Corbin, originally from New York State, he was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
At the plate now is Yadier Molina. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
That brings in Tommy Edman. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here it comes, 1-0. Ground ball right side. Bell brings it in. Throw the first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Nationals nothing. Bob Gibson will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go at that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1.
No.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
The 2-2. Really good at-bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Here's another 2-2.
Ball.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Brock comes on now and puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third.
And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Matty, I'm a little concerned with the play of Trey Turner. 0 for 5 in his last game, and I know a lot of people don't panic about a game like that, but he just hasn't looked very good. Not a lot of confidence coming out of this guy right now. Maybe this is the game that can get that confidence turned back around and get him turned back around.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Here it comes.
Ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here now the 2-2.
Full count.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Nationals gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Back in standing. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Bob Gibson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
O'Neill on at first, nobody out. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Ground ball left side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
The batter, the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Standing in now, Ozzie Smith. He swings and grounds it to short. There's Harrison for 1 on the first, but not in time as he beats it out.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
At the plate now, Lou Brock. And a ball 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch.
No, that's down.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. throw won't get him. Well, Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
To the plate now, Michael Lee. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Second and third here, one man out. Strike two as the fastball is let go. Ball two with a sinker that runs off the inside.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Here now the 2-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that if that was runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Joe Ross is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Mark McGuire will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and two away. From the stretch.
Ball, no.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0.
Ball.
That's a base hit into left field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-1 lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Pitches high. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
The 1-0, and the runner's breaking for third. Pitch misses. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
The 2-0 on the way.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The count now at 2-2. 3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Nationals nothing. Juan Soto to the plate now. Dero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Three balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting 5th, the catcher.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he sends it on the ground to first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Nationals go quietly. They still find themselves down 6-0. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Line shot back to the mound, and somehow he comes up with it. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Edman.
So one gone here in the St. Louis third, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit hard towards the hole, and that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. A ball and no strikes. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now the 1-0.
Ball.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Edman stands at first with one out. 3-0 now. One.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Throw over to the bag.
He's safe.
Hit in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-1 count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
Into the box now, Bob Gibson trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. He singled in his first AB. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Second and third, 2 away. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Turner is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cards strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Bottom of the third now, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
The center fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Here's the first pitch to him.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Fouled away. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
So here's Starlin Castro as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. The 1-0 home.
No.
Castro just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Now the 2-0 home. 2 balls and a strike to count. Here's the 2-1. Just
down.
low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Joe Ross. A fairly clear sacrifice situation here with 2 on and nobody out. First delivery to him. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Turner, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's up. Ball 2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
No.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Josh Harrison stands in, and it's fouled away. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So stepping in is Lou Brock. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
2-0 now. Grounded up the first baseline. Bell picks it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
Next to hit is Michael Lee, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Mark McGuire. In the air to straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
The right fielder, Vladimir.
First offering.
Guerrero.
as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Ready with another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here now is Juan Soto. Popped him up. Arenado in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. First pitch on its way. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the AB now. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
It's 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Full count. 3 balls.
Yadier Molina waits on deck. This is hit sharply to the left side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Now into the box, Yadier Molina, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And there to take it in is Guerrero, and that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 27, Tyler O'Neill.
Next to dig in, Tyler O'Neill. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner, but that'll land foul, strike 1. The 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Arenado is off of first with 2 away. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Ball.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up
set now for the
Nationals,
bottom of the 5th, and
the
digging into
baseman,
bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been
fielder,
all
number
business.
12,
He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
No strike.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
1-1 to Schwarber.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That
2
misses.
balls,
2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. To 2-2 now. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. There's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy,
Now
but at
batting,
least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Castro.
And now in the box, Starlin Castro worked a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
1-0.
Fouled away. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Here comes the 1-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Luis Garcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 2, Luis Garcia.
Now here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Nationals leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Daniel Hudson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Hudson.
So here now is the pitcher, Bob Gibson, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. And now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Ball and a strike.
One ball,
Hudson
one strike.
rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
One ball, two
You
strikes.
can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ozzie Smith. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1-0 the count. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
The 1-1 now from Hudson.
Ball. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Stepping up is Lou Brock. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Ball.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Two and two.
Playing 2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
The 2-2 one more time. Chopped weakly to the left. The 2-2 one more time.
Full count. 3 balls. 2
Hey, this
strikes.
guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Right fielder, number 8, Michael.
So now here is Michael Lee, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. From the stretch.
Ball.
Brock leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Ball even at 2-2. He's set. Now the pitch. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike three. Carter corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They lead it 6-0. Now to bat, Trey Turner. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Lays off 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Outside, 3-0 now.
3 balls, no strike.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now to the plate, Josh Harrison. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And now the first pitch.
Ball, go.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Line hard, deep into left. Brock is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now at the plate, here is Vladimir Guerrero. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Guerrero in front, 2-0 to Vlad.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
the 2-0 home. On the ground is short. This could be two. The second for one. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing doing for Washington. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Now at the plate, Mark McGuire. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the AB now.
Go.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Fouled off. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Hit in the air to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
And now here is Yadier Molina. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And Vladdy will make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Last half of the 7th here, and digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Right side and right into the shift. And a throw over by Ozzy's in time, 1 away.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
Next, it'll be Gary Carter. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's
baseman,
4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Right side, but it's well fouled. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nationals gone in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Ryan Harper enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 33, Ryan Harper.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He flew out in his last debut.
The second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Now here it comes. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. A look here at our starter comparison. And again, I don't want to be called the jinx, but the number to watch is in that hit column on the left side of your screen. A big 0. So the next to bat will be Tyler O'Neill. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. From the stretch.
Ball, that's down.
Now the 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. Harrison has it. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Next up is Bob Gibson. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Here's the first pitch.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down, maybe regroup, and we can get the bats going.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-0. So now into the box is Kyle Schwarber. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Piece here as this ball's fouled away. The 2-2. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Second home run early in the year, and they're on the board at 6-1. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty D, that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Roll, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here comes the 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Number 88 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 88.
First delivery to him.
Ball. 1-0.
One out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop.
Here now is Trey Turner. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. The 1-1. He's outside for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. Nats draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead, and this is now a 6-1 ballgame. Luis Avilan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ozzie Smith will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Playing 11, 1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1 and 2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Up next, Lou Brock. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And there to take it in is Guerrero, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
And now Michael Lee struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1.
No, that's the ball.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
3-1. Here it is.
3 balls,
Swings
2
through it
strikes,
for strike number 2.
Not a spot you expect a curveball. He's lucky in this because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Into the box, Mark McGuire, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Lee, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 2-1. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Nats 1. Giovanni Gallegos will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 66, Giovanni Gallegos.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And set to go is the second baseman, Josh Harrison.
The second baseman, Josh Harrison.
First pitch of the AB on its way as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A ball and a strike. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch.
3-1.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball four.
Now back, right fielder.
He almost got him to commit there as we take another look at it in slow motion. He comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
Number 22, Juan Soto.
And now for Washington, Juan Soto. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
To second for one, on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. St. Louis jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Bob Gibson earns the win, his second, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings. Patrick Corbin permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.